Two crazy ladies and a microphone.
I remembered it this
I
time.
saw that.
I don't always remember. It's just a prop, but that's okay. Welcome, everyone. It's been a while since we've done a little video.
It has been a while.
And it's a warm day out here. I'm loving it, though. It's considering it was in the 90s, and then yesterday was what, not even 70.
I know. We are in Wisconsin, for those of you who don't know, and the weather does this. Okay,
Yep.
So we just had like heat index, heat
Oh,
advisories over the
Walk
weekend.
outside and breathe.
Oh my God, it was like walking into an oven, and then it dipped down low, and now we're going back up, and we're also in the area where it's not the heat, it's the humidity. So it's a really hot, humid day today,
Yes.
but it's more humid than hot, if that
It,
makes sense.
because it's not even, it's only in the 70s, but it's just, you could
sticky.
bring out a shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could wring out a shirt. Here,
Yeah.
let me wring out my arm.
No, it's okay. I have enough moisture on, for goodness sakes.
Exactly.
Anyway, so thank you. Hopefully you're tuning in. We thought, I don't know, we're going back and forth on what we wanted to talk about, and we had a couple topics, and one of the things that kind of came up, we thought we'd talk about spiritual egotism as well as imposter syndrome. 'Cause,
Yes.
like, one is one end of the spectrum all the way to the other end of the spectrum.
Exactly, and a lot of us are going through both sides of
Yes.
it on a regular basis. So how do you know where you're at with it unless you identify what it is?
Yeah. And I think what we talk about today, even though we're calling it spiritual ego and spiritual imposter syndrome, you can take it and apply it to your everyday life.
Oh my God, yes.
I mean,
Oh my gosh,
I think
yes.
we've done this all our lives, right? And
Yes.
like you said, we move through both spectrums all the time, and it's realizing where you're at and then backing up and going, hold on a second.
Yeah, hold on a second. You just take that pause and go, hold on a second. Where am I at with this? Is this me with a big, giant spiritual ego, or is this me giving up my power?
So which one should we start with? The ego or the
Let's
imposter?
start with the ego. Let's
Okay.
start with the ego. I
All
like
right.
that.
Good.
We got
We have
papers.
talking
Bobby
points.
does great research on this stuff.
I have not looked it over. So a lot of this I talk about in my Reiki 3 master class that I teach, because I think it's really important, especially when you get to that level
Oh yeah.
of Reiki, that you keep yourself in check. You know,
Yes.
at any level,
Yes.
at any stage in life. But when we get to that stage, just because you're taking a Reiki 3 master class or any type of certification doesn't mean all of a sudden that you're better than others. Or
Exactly.
you know more than others, or you're more enlightened than others.
Yeah.
We all have our own path. So what spiritual ego is talking about is exactly that. Like, depending on what modality that you teach, and what level you're at, feeling. And sometimes we do this unconsciously,
Right.
without even meaning to. But some people do it consciously. It's almost like feeling you are better than others because you had this certification, or because you feel you're more spiritually evolved. And that's where ego can cause a trap, and then you start growing.
You do stop growing. It's quite interesting, and I kind of want to read a little bit
Yeah,
of
you go
this.
right ahead.
So it really is a trap for a lot of us, because when we do take a new certification and we become a Reiki master, or we get our shaman certificate, or we get our crystal energy healing certificate, or whatever the heck it is, all of a sudden we can start to compare ourselves to other people and go, oh, I'm better than them. Oh, I am way better. Oh, my modality is way better than that.
Way stronger.
Way stronger. I am the bomb diggity, man.
And I love you. And I think sometimes we do that. We're human, so we're all going to have those thoughts. So if anyone tells me they don't have those thoughts, I'm going to call you
yeah,
out.
we're going to call BS on that one, because I've done it. I've done it, and I got to check myself and go, wait a second. That doesn't make me better.
Someone may just be starting on their journey to learn crystals or shamanism, or, end of life.
End
doula.
of life
So she's
doula.
got end of life doula. I have end of life pet doula, and other people are starting on those journeys. That doesn't make anyone better than anyone else, because I always liken it to going to college and getting,
Getting your degree.
Like, you can have all the degrees in the world that you want, but if you can't take that knowledge and apply it to a real world,
Right.
and come down and meet people where they're at, it doesn't make a difference.
It doesn't matter. And I know I got my my bachelor's degree as a returning adult. You did too as
Yes,
well,
I
right?
did, yes.
I thought so. I thought I remembered that. And I remember people would say, "What are you going to do when you get your degree?" And I said, "I'm going to keep my job. It's a piece of paper
Yes.
that gives me permission to keep my job, because at that time where we worked together, you had to get a bachelor's degree for some positions if you wanted to keep
Yes.
them, because they were evolving and starting to require more and more of the college degree versus the experience. So sometimes that piece of paper is just so you can keep doing what you're already doing.
Exactly.
Doesn't make you better.
No, doesn't make you better. Doesn't make you smarter.
No.
Sometimes the best philosophers in the world are the best. People have all these doctorates or whatever. And
I know.
They don't even know how to communicate with people at a level.
Doctors are a fantastic one. Do you ever go to talk to a doctor, a specialist in, I don't know, neuropathy or neurology or whatever, it doesn't matter. And you go to talk to them and they cannot communicate the simplest ideas because they're so far up in the technical lingo that you're sitting there going, I don't understand what you're saying.
I was just going to say, they use such big words.
Yeah.
And you're like, can you just bring it down to my level?
Yeah, bring it down to a 5th grade level.
So I understand what the heck you're saying.
Yeah, if a 5-year-old can't understand what you're saying, then you're talking at too high of a degree level. You got to bring it down.
Big words don't make you better.
Big words don't make you better. No.
Sesame Street will tell you that.
Yeah, and if you use big words, make sure you explain what they are. Because I do that with my grandchildren all the time. I just talk and I'm like, oh, that was a big word. Do you know what that means? You know?
Because we don't think about it. And
No.
I remember the first time I heard the word conundrum.
Conundrum?
Conundrum. And
Okay.
I was like, somebody used that in Schreiber.
Oh, sure.
And I was like,
What the heck?
I don't know what that means. I had to go look it up. And it's just like, you're in a confused,
like a confused state.
Like,
yeah.
now you've got, like, what do I do?
Yeah.
But it's just a big word to say, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's a conundrum.
I'm in a conundrum all the time.
Anything today. I get up and I'm in a conundrum.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So one of the things that spiritual ego can actually evolve to, that they talk about in the material that I present and that I've learned about, is it can lead to spiritual materialism.
Yep.
So that is where, I've got drums and I've got totem poles and I've got drums and
the crystals.
So I'm better because I have all these things. Even your house may look great or your office may look great, but are you using them the way they're supposed to be used?
Right. Do you know how to use them? Are they programmed or attuned to what they need to be, or are they just sitting there to show off?
Right. And that's okay if you want to have them to show off. We all have that.
Oh, yeah.
I love that about, what I have in my house.
Yeah, you should see my house.
Right? To use that to say you're better because, when I do my practice, I put crystals underneath people, or I put crystals on top of them, or I do. Great. If it works for you, that's awesome.
Right.
But everyone's different.
Right. Crystals are fun. I love crystals, but you don't need them for everything.
No. And I still love that. What's that little comic strip that says, "Who loves crystals? We do. Where are you going to put them? We don't know."
I don't know.
Because we have so many of them.
I will find a place. I will find a place.
And then the other thing that spiritual or ego-spiritualism leads to, or materialism leads to, is spiritual narcissism.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, like, when they talk on here, they say that is, like, the worst type of night.
Yeah.
Somewhere it's on there.
Spiritual narcissism is a very accumulation. I can't say the word. It's a big word. Spiritual narcissism is the very culmination. That's the word. Culmination
See, I didn't.
of spiritual egotism. It is the ego that has become so solid, so fixed, so unyielding in the idea of its own spiritual greatness that it has become pathological. It is narcissistic. So
that's where we say you can apply this to everyday life, because I'm sorry, I think we all know somebody who can be, or I in my life that's been a narcissist.
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. And maybe sometimes we even don't even know it. I don't know. But when someone is a narcissist on a continual basis, that's where they know everything. They're better than everyone, no matter what you say.
Oh, you're describing me. No, I'm kidding.
I was just saying, I have ADD, so that's a beautiful. What is that?
That's a red-winged blackbird. We are in my backyard. Maybe we'll do a scan of my backyard before we end the video.
We should. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but we are enjoying the outside. But yes, anyways, spiritual narcissists think they're like the bomb diggity bomb and better than everybody else.
That's where, and one of the things that I came across too is it's where individuals use their spiritual beliefs and practices to inflate their sense of self, develop an air of superiority, actually manipulate others.
Yeah.
And that's what we say an imposter thing, because it makes them feel bad.
Right.
And they boast about their spiritual accomplishments.
Yes.
I have all these certifications. They feel more enlightened than other people, and they just take it to the max.
Yeah, and I like this one. Here's some great examples.
Yeah.
So, claiming to have special access to a spirit guide, angel, spirit, ascended master for the purposes of that's another big word, making themselves feel big. I can't even say it.
I know
We're talking about these big words.
Aggrandizement?
Yeah, making yourself feel grander, bigger, better than everybody else. So anybody who tells you they have special access to a spirit guide or a goddess or whatever, well, let's just call bullshit on that one. Okay? Bullshit. Everybody has access. And the other one that really gets me, resuming. Okay.
We're back. We'll have some good bloopers for you. It's got a little windy out here.
Yep, it got a little windy out here, and we had paper flying everywhere. It felt really good because it is really muggy out here.
It does feel good.
Okay, so we're going to start back with spiritual ego examples, and Bobby will fix the bloopers and delete some stuff and do some magic. Okay, so some examples. Claiming to have special access to a spirit guide, angel, ascended master for the purposes of self-aggrandizement. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but making themselves feel like bigger than everybody else.
They're the only one that can have access to that spiritual back. Because I'm sorry, maybe some people are still developing that, but it doesn't mean they don't have access to it.
Everybody has access to any spiritual guide, master, goddess that you resonate with. And the reason I say resonate with is because maybe the goddess Hecate doesn't feel the need to work with you, and maybe you don't feel the need to work with her, but you could still access her and have a conversation with her. So anybody who's telling you that they're the only ones that can communicate and get this special access to, I don't know, Merlin, let's just call some bullshit on that one. And the other one I really like with this one, this claiming to have special access, is the ones that are saying that they're the natural born psychic. I'm a natural born psychic. I was born with these gifts and abilities. Let's just call bullshit on that one too. Everybody has the ability to turn on your psychic gifts. It's the question is, do you want to or not?
Right.
And I always use the example, you've heard me say it, it's like a radio. Some of us come in and we're plugged in, the radio's plugged in. Some of us come in and the radio's plugged in and turned on, and some of us come in and the radio's plugged in, turned on, and dialed in. So
and that's okay. Like, we all have different paths we're taking in life.
Exactly.
And maybe yours is a different path that you want to take with whatever energy healing that you're working with, and that's okay.
Yeah, if you've had your gifts turned on since you were a child, bravo! Yay! You're not any better than anybody else who turned their gifts on when they're in their 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever. It's all the same.
Took us a while. Took me a while.
Yeah, some of us had them when we're little. We turned them off for whatever reason. We turn them back on, and that's what happened to me. Some of us, like I said, we don't have them turned on when we're born, but we turn them on later. It's still the same connection. Hello?
I think for me anyway, like in the generation I was growing up, it was not, it was not acceptable. Or
no.
I remember telling my love you, Mom. I remember telling my mom I saw my grandma at the end of my bed, and she was trying to let me know she was okay, and I knew I saw her, but it was a dream. It was,
Yeah, they just shut us down.
So you, in your mind, you're programmed then, you just kind of shut it down.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because it's meant to come back on when it's supposed to come back on.
Exactly. Okay, here's another one. Believing oneself to be the reincarnation of a superior being, famous spiritual historical figure, etc., and broadcasting that to everybody. So if you find somebody who says they are the reincarnation of Mary Magdalene, let's just call some bullshit on that one. Okay? Or the reincarnation of Jesus.
Not that, we find this through quantum healing, people imprint.
Yeah.
And they, they've had past lives. But, yeah.
Yeah.
We
can all access that as well.
Exactly.
Taking frequent pictures of one's spiritual practice and posting them online in order to boost one's self-image, status, and gain attention or validation. Now, that one to me feels a little bit slippery because in this digital social media world, we have to do that if we want to have a business because we have to keep our name relevant. But there's a difference between, hey, I'm here if you need me, this is how you get a hold of me, versus, hey, I'm the reincarnation of Mary Magdalene and I'm a natural born psychic and I was born this way and y'all come see me because I am the bomb diggity.
And my business is better than everyone else's.
My business is better than your business. Okay, sorry. I'm going down a rabbit hole.
I agree. In the digital world, though, we have to promote ourselves.
We do.
But when you're good, other people will also promote you as well.
Yeah, they do start talking about you. The best compliment you can get is if somebody else is talking about you and sharing your name and your business to other people.
Exactly.
That's fabulous.
Yes, we can all
Love
toot
that.
our own horn, and we need to. But it's also great when other people, because then they've experienced your services and they can validate.
Put your testimonials out there. If you've got a spiritual business, ask your clientele for testimonials and put their testimonials on your social media. That way, you're promoting your business, but you're not falling into the spiritual ego trap. Because it's not your words coming out. You're not the one saying, I am the second coming. Whatever.
You are?
I am the second coming of sass.
I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. That might be in the bloopers.
We'll see. All right, here's another one. Declaring that others can't possibly understand you because you have attained a certain state of high vibrational awareness, awakening, liberation, etc., and showing contempt for those who aren't at the same level instead of being compassionate. Oh,
wow.
They're just low vibration. I can't deal with you. No.
You're what? You're level 1?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever.
You don't even have certification?
Oh, you don't have certification? Oh, we can't be friends. Sorry.
Doing the energy work is all about being compassionate.
It is.
To others.
It is. The Reiki principles, will you share them again at this time? Do you have them memorized? I've just put you on the spot.
I know. Just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, I will not anger. Just for today, I will be grateful. Just for today, I will do my work honestly. And just for today, I will be kind to every living thing.
I love that last one especially. I will be kind to every living thing.
You may find different verbiage out there, but...
Right.
Yes, I have my little door in my cabinet in the bathroom, so when I open it up to brush my teeth every morning, there it is.
Yeah. In my mind, spirituality is tuning into the oneness of everything. Like that person that cut you off on the road and you flipped them the bird, okay, well, that's fine. But you know what? You need to be a little more compassionate about what's going on in their life because at the end of the day, we're all energetically connected.
Yeah, we're all come from source. We all come from
exactly. So we're all one.
You want to call it, again, different religions have a different name for it. We're not. That's a whole other topic. But it's all about love. We're here for love.
We are here for love and compassion.
And you made a good point. Like sometimes we get frustrated when someone they're going down the road. There's nobody behind you, but for some reason they need to cut you off and get going. Maybe they're headed to the hospital because somebody it was, their family or friends was rushed there, or
Yep.
whatever. Even maybe they're just late for work and they're having a bad day.
We don't know their story.
No.
Just acknowledge that we don't know their story, and there must have been a reason they did that, and it's not on you, the driver. That is on them.
And it's okay to feel anger and frustration. We're human. We're going to have those feelings.
Oh yeah.
Get over it. Move on.
Exactly. I like that. Get over it. Move on.
Get over it. Move on.
All right, here's another one. Using Dharma talk to avoid being psychologically vulnerable, showing empathy, and facing human emotions. Just let it go and let it be. You attracted that experience. Who is there to experience this? I catch myself on occasion falling into this one because sometimes I'm like, well, that's their story, that's their life path, that's their life journey. But I still need to show compassion for them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I want to let other people live their life and have their experiences, even if they're crappy experiences, but I still need to show compassion for them.
Right. But sometimes I think we get to like, well, why are you letting yourself do that?
Yes.
We judge them.
Yes.
In what we learn, through the energy healing is to be non-judgmental. But again, spiritual beings having a human experience, so it's very easy. We all do it. We all get that judgment sometimes.
Yeah.
And go, maybe they're going through that crappy experience because that's what they're meant to do.
Right. Exactly. So we can hold space for them.
Hold space.
And give them compassion and love and understanding. Okay.
And
sorry you're going through this.
And that's a perfect way to put it. Sorry you're going through this. How can I help?
Yeah.
Maybe there's nothing we can do other than just be there for support and listen. But don't get dragged into it.
Right. Exactly. Because we do still want to protect our energetic space. We don't want to take on their problems as our problems.
Right.
But we do want to show that love and that compassion.
I agree.
Yep. All right. Here's one. We kind of talked about it. Looking down on low vibe, unevolved, unawakened, and asleep people. Oh. Hello. She's just not awakened yet.
She has a long way to go.
She's got a long way to go. She's not there yet. Yep. I don't even know what else we need to say about that one.
I think that says it all because we've all heard it.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of us have actually said it.
I was just saying, we've said it. And,
we've said it.
That's our learning experience when we do that. Going, you think about it and you think back on it, you're like, oh, that was not the right thing to say or not. But again, it's part of our learning experience.
Right. Exactly. All right, boasting about and flaunting spiritual achievements or gifts, amazing mystical experiences, clairvoyant abilities, yoga certifications. We've kind of touched on that one already.
Just like, oh my God, I astral traveled last night. I'm so tired this morning. I don't think anyone can astral travel like I do.
Oh my God, no, my experiences are way much better than yours. Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of the example we're given.
Yeah, there you go. And then the last one, intimidating what a spiritual person looks like and sounds like. Maybe you think they wear certain clothing, or a witch is a great one. So people who practice witchcraft, a lot of us have in mind what a witch should look like. Do I look like a witch? No. But could I practice witchcraft? I sure could.
Yeah.
I sure could.
And that's a whole other topic because witchcraft is not what many people think it is.
Right.
It can be, but it has many different meanings. So.
Exactly.
So.
And, like we said, we all fall into some of these at some point in time. The thing is catching it, realizing what we said, and taking that pause for a minute and going, okay, let's just check ourselves here.
Mm-hmm.
Just check ourselves.
And it's okay to admit that, oh my gosh, I was wrong.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have done that. And I think some of these are, so here are some suggestions to check yourself with. So notice when your spiritual ego gets triggered. So notice the situations that cause it to get triggered and cause you to go on the defensive and feel like you have to boast about yourself. And then think about that. Think how you then can better control it.
Right.
Consciously stop yourself from letting out your spiritual ego. It's probably a little harder.
That's a little bit harder.
But it takes practice.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a room full of spiritual people.
Yes.
And everyone's got a different personality.
And a different opinion, and the conversations are flying.
Yes. That can be, you almost feel like the devil and the angel on each shoulder going, one's going, say something better. And one's like, just calm down.
Yep.
Unblock and clear your crown chakra with mindful meditation. A balanced and open crown chakra connects you with the divine energy and blocks that spiritual ego. So, not a one and done, people.
Oh, yes, no.
That's a constant practice.
Every day, every hour.
Mm-hmm.
Just keeping yourself in check.
Identify what it is you are afraid of that person's talking about or explaining, so you can overcome it and awaken spiritually, thereby getting rid of your spiritual ego. Sometimes, remind yourself that you're safe and stronger than your fears. So, to me, how I take this is that sometimes we're talking to someone and we're like, I don't know what they're talking about. They think they're so much better, but what am I missing? What do I not know? And then we get this, almost like imposture syndrome, but yet that spiritual egotism comes in and just kind of takes over.
Right.
You know, it's like we're learning because our fears draw us to that other end.
Right.
And make us, start then defending our own beliefs and what we have.
Yeah.
Like that
Puffed up syndrome.
Yeah. Like those, oh my God, did you see those parakeets that I posted on Facebook? They were having a dance off. I think it was parakeets. Not parakeets, but whatever they were. Oh my God, they were
parrots.
They were adorable.
They were funny.
Yeah,
they were funny.
Fun. So,
reminds me of you and me. You start and I'm like, shaking the whole thing.
So that's just a little bit about spiritual egotism. So if you're watching this and you have comments or you want to share your experiences, put them in the comments below when we post this. We'd love to hear what other people have experienced, whether it was you having that ego
or somebody else.
And how did you deal with it?
Yeah.
We're looking for tools in our tool belt to help us deal with this stuff.
Exactly. And like we said before, we all struggle with this. We all have to take that pause and catch ourselves. I catch myself in it on occasion. Bobby catches herself in it on occasion. We're not perfect, but we're humans, so it's okay.
And we have to not be too hard on ourselves when we realize we're not perfect.
Yeah. It's one of those where you're just like, oh, I could have done better. I'll do better next time. And then you just keep going.
Yeah. It's going to happen. I'm sorry. It's going to happen to the day we pass from this earth.
It's going to happen.
In the human form, anyway.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. On a regular basis, it'll happen. It may get a little spread out more and more, but it'll still happen.
Yep.
I wonder if the monks deal with spiritual ego.
I don't know. That's a good question. I can't answer for them, but I would like to think that same thing. Like, do nuns?
I would think
everybody does to some degree.
Yeah.
I think about, and I'm not trying to place or talk about any certain religion, but I think about the new cardinal that was just, that we just
the
had.
Pope.
The Pope.
The new Pope.
The Pope. So did some people get their feelings hurt because they weren't the Pope?
Probably. And is he now like he's the big Pope? Did he puff himself up? I don't know. I don't know.
Doesn't seem like he has, but I don't know. I'm not there.
I don't know. I don't follow it, but I mean, it could have happened. He could have had that moment where he's like, I made it.
Yeah.
And then maybe he came right back down to himself.
And that's okay. We can all get excited because we made something.
Exactly.
It's just not letting it go to the head forever.
Exactly.
And coming back down to normal levels.
Yeah.
And realizing we're all here to help. Basically, we're here to help lift each other up and help each other be the best we can be, the best version of ourselves we can be.
That is my daily goal, to be the best version of myself I can be.
And we're not going to make that every day. That's why the Reiki principles are just for today, because
for today.
Tomorrow we try all over again.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
So do you have anything else on spiritual narcissism?
Well, there were the 15 signs, but we kind of talked about them already. Yeah. So let me just say them real quick. So over-publicizing or boasting about yourself, claiming a stance of superiority, attempting to transcend the physical, earthly, and take on godlike qualities, believing that one's connection with the divine is somehow deeper or more special than other people's connections, focusing on how more spiritually evolved you are to someone else, judging others for being less awake, asleep, or unconscious, attempting to look, dress, and sound like a spiritual person, using spiritual...
That's an interesting one, because some people think it's the clothing that makes the difference.
Yeah, it's not the clothing. It's not the clothing. Using spiritual words and concepts to avoid being wrong, mistaken, or facing vulnerable emotions, flaunting how spiritual one is on social media, becoming overly identified with spiritual knowledge, aka how much do you know, trying to convert people to one's perception, resistance to being called out and resenting those who try to do so, claiming access to special and exclusive spiritual knowledge that other people can't access, lack of curiosity and receptivity to life, and wearing a mask of niceness, positivity, or wisdom. I actually like that one a lot because you know what? We're human, and not every day is going to be a great day, and not every moment is going to be a great moment. And sometimes when that car cuts you off on the highway, you're going to flip them the bird, call them an F-bomb, and you're going to be really angry for a while. And guess what? That's okay. It's okay.
You don't have to have a smile. If we know when someone's got a fake smile, and they're like, I'm fine. I'm fine. And their voice goes up a notch, and you're like, fine.
I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. I'm fine.
No, nothing's wrong. Why do you ask?
Well, let me tell you.
You know, yeah. And that's where you go to your friends.
Yes. And it's okay to have a vent.
Yes. But
If
don't
you need to.
dwell in it.
Exactly.
And make it ruin your whole day. Get it out. Like, that's what we have friends for. And you're allowed to vent. We're all allowed to vent. I'm not saying don't vent. I'm not saying don't have a bad day. I wear my emotions on my sleeve sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm not always going to have a good day. I mean, I was just sharing, I was responding to somebody on Facebook today who said how, and I can't remember their post word for word. It was just like how their mind's always on overdrive, and sometimes they can't get anything done. And I said, when I first retired, I'm still learning to work through, but I had that. Like, I would wake up and my mind would be going like 50,000 miles an hour, and it would paralyze me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what to do because there's so many things coming at me so hot and fast. And then I wouldn't do anything.
Right, because you were overwhelmed.
I was overwhelmed. So then I got one or two things, and then on the flip side, I was like the little engine that could on steroids. Like, I would just be nonstop all day, and I'd still go on at 10 o'clock at night going, I got to finish this, and I got to finish this, and I was so motivated. You finally learn that you're healing journey, and that's your learning journey, and you come to a happy medium, but it's still something you always practice, still work on all the time.
Yep, I agree.
So, all right, we are now going to talk about imposter syndrome,
yeah.
which is the opposite of egotism, spiritual egotism. And this is where you let other people take away your power by feeling small and insignificant with the gifts that you have, and that you're not worthy.
Yeah, I actually went through this myself not that long ago. I think it was last year. And our friend Nicole, she owns Runic Apothecary, little plug for them here in Green Bay. She helped me through that. And it was one of those where I felt like I didn't have the tools that I needed. Because when I'm working with somebody, I don't use tarot cards. I don't use oracle cards. I don't use sound therapy. I don't use all of these tools. I just have a conversation with spirit and I share that. And I was feeling really low on myself because I don't have the same tools everybody else has. I didn't feel like I should have these tools. I felt really bad about myself. And she comes along and she's like, girlfriend, you got everything you need.
Exactly. That's their modality. That's what they use.
Exactly.
The same thing with me. Like,
yeah.
I roll like, and I'm going to use this as an example. And I'm just Reiki practitioner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a shaman. I don't know what all these other modalities. I'm not a spiritual medium. I'm not this and that. And then you feel like less than. Yes. And that's why I love to surround myself with people. And I've said this to you, Nicole, Runic Apothecary, good plug. I remember one of my first meetings with her, I said, I want to be around people who make me feel more than and not less than. And not more than where you got the ego, but people who don't make you feel like you're down here.
Right.
I'm short enough for God's sakes.
You're perfect.
But thank you.
Bobby's fairy size. She's so adorable.
I fly around at night.
So cute.
If we can just keep it this way.
Oh, girl, you got it going.
So anyway, yeah, so sometimes we compare ourselves to other people, and then we start to doubt our own gifts and abilities. And guess what? That does lead to our gifts and abilities not working the way that they should.
Right.
Because we don't have the belief behind what we're saying.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
It prevents us. So sometimes we feel like we're coming up short, and it holds us back and prevents us from moving forward. And I've heard this from other people going, well, I don't want to go practice there, wherever that is, because they've already got so many people and they're all have these modalities. So what? You're adding another modality.
Right. The cool thing is you could have, and I've seen this, again, at Runic, I've seen this where we have a psychic reading night, and we've got 5 or 6 readers, but not every client resonates with one specific reader or every reader. So just because there's 5 or 6 of us in a room doesn't mean that one person is going to get all of the business or is better than anybody else, because a client may resonate with this one or this one or this one or this one. That's perfect. That's the way it's supposed to be.
I always liken that to, look how many doctors there are and how many dentists there are.
Oh my gosh.
So you're not going to like every doctor you go to. Some have really bad bedside manners.
Exactly.
And some, dentists maybe, whatever, rude. But you find the one that resonates with you, and then maybe you switch dentists, or that's the one you stick with forever because you feel comfortable with them. The same thing with whatever energy modality that we're all doing.
Exactly.
There's multiple Reiki practitioners at Runic. There's shaman practitioners at Runic. We have multiple sound people healing people at Runic. That's okay.
It's the way it's
everyone
supposed to be.
Everyone has different styles, and just find the one you connect with. And we just made a video. I just made a video with Runic about Reiki, and one of the things is, like, I love how Nicole said it. She's like, we don't check the boxes for everyone, and we don't expect to check the boxes for everyone. That's why if you don't resonate with one of us or one of our practitioners, we will gladly give you a list of other practitioners in the area that you can go to.
Yeah, and you know what? We're not supposed to check the box for everybody.
And that's where we have to learn not to take that personally, to let that affect our imposter syndrome. Like, oh, I must not know what I'm doing because someone didn't. I've had people come to me one time, and then I know they've gone to other people that are not through Reiki. That's okay. Like, if they resonate more with that person, I'm more than happy.
And that's fine. Exactly.
And that kind of goes back, before I lose this thought, it might be a little off track. Talking about all the different energy healing modalities that there are, I think it's great that we all come together and work and share, and don't make each other feel less than. And I use this example: you can't have a rock band and everybody play the drums.
Oh, I love that example. You're right, because it would sound
you wouldn't have a
like
band.
A drum line then.
You need to have a singer. You need to have a guitar player. Maybe you need a drum player. Whatever. You need to have all these different roles. And that's where, as a spiritual community, I feel we're getting much better at this.
Yeah.
Coming together, going, yeah, well, Susie's a psychic medium. I do Reiki, and Brett does shaman, and Nicole does quantum. Like, we all have different roles, and we can fulfill whatever you're looking for.
Exactly. And if I don't have the tool set that you need, I'm going to send you to somebody else instead of feeling bad about myself that I don't have that tool set. I'm not a shaman.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
And I love some of these questions on here. So listen to these questions. This is Impostor Syndrome 101. Am I compassionate enough? Have I experienced enough Satori? What the freak is Satori?
I told you I didn't really, where's that at?
Right there, Satori. We're going to have to look that one up.
We'll look that one up for you and get back to it in the notes.
Have I had a Kundalini awakening? I remember this one. I've dealt with that one. Where, has my Kundalini awakened? Oh my God.
What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with me? Did it? Am I doing it? Blah, blah, blah.
You could have had it and not even known it, for God's sake.
Exactly. Let's see. Am I Zen-like as I should be, considering how much I meditate? Ooh, am I Zen-like? Ooh. Am I betraying my divine essence by buying new clothes? Oh, let's just say heck no on that one. Clothes.
We love clothes.
I love clothes. I love jewelry. Does my anger or lack of love and light make me a fraud?
Everyone's got different personalities. Some people, I'm more of a huggy person, so I have to remember to ask people.
Oh my gosh, yeah, me too.
My first instinct is to go into that hug.
Yep.
Not everyone has that personality. Some people are a little more, they need their space, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like Dirty Dancing. My dance space, your dance space. And that's okay. One of my favorite movies.
Yes, mine too. We just aged ourselves.
I know. And that's okay. You don't have to be all sprinkling fairy dust and love and light to be spiritual.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And even just the term, a spiritual person, implies there are unspiritual people. And you know what? I'm going to disagree with that. Everybody is a spiritual being living in a human body, experiencing a human life. Some of us are consciously aware of it, and some of us are not consciously aware of it. And that's okay.
It kind of goes into the misconceptions that I have here. I'm just going to move this one because it goes right into what Susie said, is that one of the big misconceptions is that spirituality is inclusive, not exclusive. And it's nothing, like you said, nothing to do with how much you meditate, how well you know all the chakras, how much you do yoga. It's not inclusive. It's not this inclusive community. Everybody is spiritual. It's inclusive. It's everybody. We don't have like this. It's not like high school where you had
your cliques.
Your cliques of, you know, whatever. Got the jocks over here
and the preppies and the druggies and the band geeks. Hello, I was a band geek.
Remember one day at band camp?
This one time at band camp. I say that often. We just aged ourselves again.
Another one of my favorite movies.
I know.
American Pie.
Yeah, watch it.
Oh, yeah. It's not spiritual, but it's funny as heck.
It is funny as heck. But you know what? It could be spiritual because it just made us laugh.
It did.
So,
it makes me laugh.
Hey,
it's just amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and again, it's not inclusive in how many modalities somebody learns or how we talk about how many certificates that they have. It's like, the best way to say it for me is like, you do you, I'll do me. Mm-hmm. Don't judge me, I won't judge you.
Exactly.
And we'll just all get along.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? That really is the whole bottom line of this whole conversation. You know, you're not any better than anybody else, and you're not any less than anybody else. We are all on an even playing field. We are all spiritual beings in a human body. We make mistakes. We screw stuff up. Some of us have a potty mouth. Some of us don't. Some of us have Reiki healing energy gifts. Some of us don't. Whatever. It's okay. It's okay. We're all going to be ourselves. That's the goal. Be your true and authentic self, whoever you are.
And something that came to mind as we were talking, and that question, how it fits in this conversation, it's also then being open to feedback.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
Like, if I give feedback to someone, and it's hard for me to do that, but it comes from a place of love and light because I have their best interests at heart.
Right. And because I can be very abrasive to some people, so sometimes I have to soften my approach, you know? So the only way I know if I need to soften my approach is if someone gives me feedback. Hey, you hurt my feelings when you said blah, 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 blah. Okay, thank you. I'm going to take that little bit and I'm going to try and incorporate that in my life to be a better version of me.
Exactly. But sometimes we get so wrapped up. Like, I remember I was doing a sound bowl session in the pier, and again, I'm a huggy person, so I go into the hug after the sound bowl session, and this lady was like, and I, right away I was just like, what did I do? Why? And it's like, it wasn't me, but that was a good lesson for me to learn. Like, again, not everybody people need their space, and you don't want to intrude on their space, and that's okay.
Not me. Y'all can hug me. You see me on the street, come give me a hug. We're good.
Yeah. Another thing is, an authentic spiritual awakening doesn't mean that you're a carbon copy of somebody else.
I like that one.
Just because I said I had a spiritual awakening, it's not going to be the way Susie had a spiritual awakening. I'm not going to be like Susie. She's not going to be like me.
No. Because what fun would that be if we were all the same?
Yeah.
I mean, there's, it's like ice cream flavors. Not everybody wants vanilla ice cream.
No.
Some of us want Rocky Road. Some of us want peanut butter crunch. We got to experience the flavors of life.
It is a warm day here, so I think I might have to hit the Dairy Queen.
Right? Exactly. There could be ice cream in our future.
There could. Yeah, she's already predicting it. I love it. And don't let anyone decide your path for you.
Exactly. And that's another one I personally experienced. So Bobby and I both work together at a company called Schreiber Foods. It's a great company. It's a dairy company, and it's the largest dairy company. It's the largest privately owned dairy company in the world, and we had the privilege of working there. It's a great company.
It is.
But when I left that company to retire at 55, my dad, whom I love and adore, lost his mind Why would you retire and leave such a good job, such a good company? Why would you do that? You're not old enough to retire. No, Dad, I am old enough to retire. No, you should work there. He was on me for probably 6 months to a year. It was a long time. Like, why would you just, Dad, it didn't work for me anymore. It didn't fill my heart anymore. No, that's not a good enough excuse. Oh,
I don't have parents that are alive, and I had a supporting relatives, but I had friends that questioned me. The same thing, like, you're leaving all this, stuff in your ESOP on the table because you're not going to be getting that, or you're leaving, like, why would you do this?
You're
to
leaving
yourself?
the paycheck and the insurance, and
because we both retired at 55 to decide to pursue the passion that we wanted to,
right?
And we're doing other things to fill that time and to have that steady income,
right?
And that was my path, my choice. That was right for me. Is it right for everyone? No. Some people want it. My way I look at it is I can't take that money with me when I pass this way.
Right.
My parents both passed away in their early 70s. I'm going to enjoy the last 20-some years I've got. If I lived to 80 or more, yay.
Exactly. And you don't have any kids to give money to.
My kids don't really take a lot of money from me that I know of.
No, they're not going to want your inheritance someday.
No, they're not really going to care.
They just want snuggles and food.
Yeah,
give me my kitty treats. Play with me, Mommy. That's about it.
But yeah, you do, like, and you see this a lot of times in not just the spiritual path, but in everyday life. I have friends and relatives, and I'm sure I've done it myself. Someone's not doing what you think they should be doing.
Yep.
You're not going to go to college. What the hell are you talking about? You're not going to go to college.
Yeah.
Do
Oh my
you
God.
realize if you don't go to college, you're not going to get anywhere in this life?
Yeah.
If or you can't date that person. They're awful.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
like
nice.
them. I'm not even.
You're too good for that person. Yeah.
I'm not going to hang around with you if you continue to be with that person. We feel we have the choice to make that decision for other people.
Right, and we do not have that right to make a decision for somebody else's life.
We may not agree with it,
but we don't have to. It's not our life.
Right, exactly. And we can give them our thoughts and opinions in a very nice, loving way. And whatever they decide to do, and I always tell people, if I don't agree with you, that's okay, but I'm still going to support you.
Oh my
I have
gosh.
friends that have made decisions that I'm like, are you kidding me? But at the same time, I have to step back, check myself, and remember, this is not my life, this is their life.
Right.
And if I don't agree with it, the least I can do, I really consider myself to be a true friend, is to support them.
Yep.
And be there. Even if it falls apart, be there.
Be there. It doesn't matter what their belief is. It's their belief, and they're allowed to have that belief.
Exactly.
Whether you agree with it or not. Whether it's religious, political, sexual, whatever. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Anyway, I didn't mean to get off track on that. But it was a good one to bring up, I think.
It was a good one to bring up.
So, I don't know what else to talk about.
What else do we want to talk about?
So some other misconceptions. Just focusing on, what was this? We get caught up in trying to measure we kind of said this, our spiritual experiences with others who share theirs. Because people have big personalities, and then we try to compete with that big personality. And then it leaves us feeling inferior, and then I got to practice more, I got to do this or that, because I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
We kind of these are all kind of saying the same thing, just in different words.
Right.
Which is just believe in yourself and trust the universe and source that you're finding the path you're supposed to be at the right time.
Right. And sometimes it's hard to step into that power. I mean, to me, the imposter syndrome is stepping into your own power, whatever your power is, and knowing that you are in control of your life. So once we know, once I know, once Bobby knows, once you know that you are in control of your life and nobody else gets to tell you what to do or how to behave or who to be, that is a critical, pivotal turning point in your life where you can start to become your true and authentic self. Now, you don't want to swing the other way and be like, oh, I'm so freaking awesome. Okay,
then now we're at the spiritual.
now we're going on,
It's trying to find that pendulum swinging and then get in that middle.
In the middle, yeah. Because you've got the ego over here and you've got the imposter over here, and you want to be somewhere in the middle.
And it's not easy. We're not saying it's easy. We all struggle with it and have to work on it every day.
Exactly.
So I don't know if this is going to be kind of a repeat, but these were 5 common types of imposter syndrome.
Okay, well, let's hear them.
So I'm not going to read all of it. Perfectionist.
Oh
You
my
have
gosh.
to be perfect before you can go out and practice a modality.
No.
I'm sorry, I'm never going to be perfect when I do Reiki.
I am perfectly imperfect.
Yes.
Perfectly imperfect.
You have to be an expert in that field.
No.
I'm sorry, none of us will ever be experts when it comes to spirituality because a lot of it is based on our beliefs and what we read, and we won't really know for sure until we pass from this human form.
Right.
And then we're up there, so it doesn't matter anymore because then it's all love and light. So.
Exactly.
We have to be a natural genius.
No, we don't have to be a natural genius. We can learn things. It's okay.
No. Yep. You have to be a soloist. You have to do everything on your own.
Oh no, God
Not
no.
asking for help from anyone because God forbid they take my idea and run with it.
No.
You know what? If I ask for help and they take my idea and they use it, I'm flattered. If they,
Yeah, maybe they had better tools to put it into place
and
than
that's
I did.
okay. It's all about sharing. It goes back to that band concept, right?
Exactly.
Maybe I thought I was a drummer, but I shared it with someone else. They're a better drummer. Okay, maybe I'll go over here and play guitar.
Yeah.
Because I'm better. Who cares?
Yeah.
And then you have to be superhuman.
Oh God,
You're
no.
kind of back to perfect, but you have that savior complex. I can save everyone with what I do. I'm the only one.
My job is to save myself.
Yes. And then when you have that complex, you're never. It's almost like spiritual egotism, but you're never doing enough.
Right.
You're trying to achieve that superiority, and you never get there.
Right.
So once you do get there, then you go to the other side.
I figure if I get to that level of superiority and spirituality, I'm going to be dead. So, I mean, yeah.
So, right? Yeah. Well, like I said, by the time I learn all my lessons, that's when I pass. And I'm not ready to pass.
Yeah. So I don't need to be here anymore.
So 5 things or mantras or whatever you can use to help with when you're feeling you're not enough.
Right.
Is just remember, you are not alone. All of us feel insecure at times.
All of us.
No one is expecting you to be perfect. You are putting that on yourself. And that's a big one because I put that on myself and I'm teaching classes. And I can't tell you how many times I'll go through a book and read it and put the binder together. Page 3, typo.
Yep.
That's okay. That's the way it is. And I read books that you buy
That have typos,
in them.
bad
Okay.
grammar. That's okay. It's okay.
Another one is the mantra. My biggest weakness, I love this, is my biggest strength.
That is so true.
It is.
Yeah.
That's what you need to learn.
Yeah.
Opportunities for growth exist through courage.
I
So
like that
don't
one.
let that fear grip you. I use the example of when sometimes when I get up in the morning and sometimes my brain goes on overdrive, like I meditate, and then all of a sudden my brain goes, oh my God, what day is it? What do you have to do today? And then I go on overdrive and I'm like, oh, I'm overwhelmed already.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah. Opportunities exist through courage. Criticism is a blessing in disguise. So
It
we
is.
talked about
It
giving
is.
nice feedback, giving nice criticism.
Yeah, but doing it from a place of love,
Yeah.
not from bitchiness,
Yeah.
not from anger,
Not to be cruel,
not to be
watch that person
cruel.
crumble and cry.
Exactly. You don't want to. If I had some feedback for Bobby, I would try and give it in a positive manner so I don't hurt her feelings and make her feel bad about herself, but still share it so she can grow. And I would expect her to do the same for me.
Right.
And we have.
Yes, we have. We've done that in the past. And that's not to say you still aren't going to get your feelings hurt because we're human.
Yeah.
And we may get our feelings hurt until we go back and think about it.
Yeah.
And then we go, do we
Okay.
think they're right or they're wrong? Most of the time we go, yeah, I can see where they're coming from.
Right.
Especially if it came from a place of love and light and they're doing it with good
Right.
intent. Some
Right.
people are doing it with another intent, that's something different.
Right.
And I will never know unless I face my fear.
Yes. Yes. I remember the first time I gave Reiki to somebody. I'm like in my mind and I'm like, is it working? It's working. It's working. Is it working? Is it working?
You do, and I don't care how many times I've done. I mean, I've been doing Reiki for a long time. I still, when I get somebody new, you still let that fear creep in a little. At least I do,
yeah.
but that's part of being human, and I actually welcome and embrace that. Going, all right, let's see what we can do to help this person. Because this session's not about me; it's about them.
Right.
So I can't let my fear get in the way. And when we let our fear get in the way, we project that on them, and they don't get what they need out of the session. So it's okay to have that fear, but it's then accepting that fear and using it to fuel courage.
Right.
And keep moving forward.
Exactly. And there's a song that popped into my head. It's a Christmas song, and it's from the 70s, maybe even the 60s, from a Christmas movie, like a cartoon one. Was it, I don't remember the name of the show, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, maybe? Do you remember those old movies? And it was the wizard,
ones?
the animated ones. It was
Yes.
the wizard where Kris Kringle
Yes.
had to go through the magical forest with the wizard.
Favorite ones.
Yeah, and Kris Kringle starts to teach the wizard how to be a better human being, a better person. And there's this song. It's put one foot in front of the other,
Oh, yeah. You should find that on
and
your
soon
phone.
you'll be stepping out the door. Something on that order. We'll have to find that.
We'll have to find that.
Such a cute song, but that's what this whole journey is.
Yep.
One foot in front of the other.
Maybe we'll
One
have that
change.
mixed in the video, that song. A little bit
Maybe.
of it. if we
That would
can.
be funny.
We don't get caught in trouble or whatever.
Yeah.
So this is a little comic strip, and I love it because this is what we do. And there's 3 different scenarios here. And
Wait,
the same,
you be red, I'll be blue.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
This is the same scenario. I love your work.
They're my family, and they have to say that.
I love your work.
They're my friends, and they have to say that.
I love your work.
They're complete strangers. They have to say that.
How many times do we find when someone compliments us? What's the first thing? Are they really mean it? Are they just having to say that?
Yeah. When someone compliments you, your response should be, in my opinion, thank you. I appreciate that so much.
We all fall into this trap too. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you the time someone. Oh, I love that time. Oh, this thing. Oh my God, it's had it forever.
Yeah, exactly. Bobby, I love that necklace.
Thank you.
There you go. Did you hear that? She said thank
But
you.
it's something we're always learning, right? 'Cause our
Exactly.
first reaction is to take the attention off of ourselves for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, this old thing? Oh, I've had it forever. You know what? I picked it up at a rummage sale about 5 years ago, and I spent 50 cents on it. You just bring it down.
We
So
feel we have to explain it.
yeah.
And we don't.
No, it's
Doesn't matter
fabulous.
if you spent 50 cents or you spent $50. It's your business.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. You take the compliment, you say thank you.
So, yeah.
I love you, Bobby. You are a wonderful spiritual healer.
I love you, Susie. You are a wonderful spirit.
Thank you.
I mean you, for sure.
Thank you. All right.
That's all I got.
That's all I got, too.
It's getting really, really warm out here.
It is.
So-
Can you see the sweat?
And the thought of ice cream has been weighing on my mind. Because if y'all know me, anyone knows me, I'm usually cold. I
Yep.
don't get warm very soon. The only time I eat ice cream is when it's really hot and muggy. And I have a pint of, well, it's plant-based, Ben & Jerry's cookie crumble, or I don't know what. I can't wait to go home and have it for lunch.
You know what else I was thinking of? Put a plug in for Culver's. They have frozen lemonade at this time of the year.
Oh,
Their
yeah.
frozen lemonade, for me,
To die for.
to die for.
Yeah.
Frozen lemonade.
And I don't want to be inside in air conditioning when I have it. I need to be outside where it's melty and hot, so I can.
And you're
feel that
sweating it?
cold. So hey, to each their own, right?
Exactly.
You do you, I do me. And,
You do you, girlfriend. You do you.
So that's all we have. We hope you enjoyed this segment. We hope you comment below. Again, if you've experienced the spiritual egotism, either yourself or projected at you, the same with imposter syndrome, whether
Exactly.
it was you or you've observed it.
Yeah.
Someone else watching that happen to them. We'd love your comments and your feedback. And if you do enjoy it, please like and share so we can get this channel out there somewhere.
Your comments help us to do better. So we appreciate your feedback, whether it's a positive feedback or an opportunity for improvement.
Right. Maybe
We're open to all.
we hope that you can hear this okay. Maybe you've got a suggestion on that. Maybe there's a topic you would love us to address.
Oh, we should show the.
Oh yeah, we gotta do a span.
Let me get up.
All right.
Let me get.
Susie's gonna span
I'm
and
gonna-
show you the
I'm gonna-
beautiful area.
Yep. All right, you ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice and slow. This is my backyard.
We were gonna do that last summer.
We were. Yeah. There we go. Span it right back around the other way. I feel like the bionic woman. Running in slow motion. We've just aged ourselves again.
We should like videotape running slow
Are we
motion
back?
down the deck. Hi, we're back. Slow motion down the deck, right?
Hi, we're back.
All right, we're gonna say goodbye, and for now, and we'll see you in the future. So,
All right, bye.
That's okay.
Cheese. Oh, there we are. We're recording already.
Are we?
We are.
Awesome. I love it when we're
Sunglasses on. Off. Sunglasses on.
Well, we'll just edit this part out. Are we really recording?
Yeah, we really are.
All right, we'll just leave it going because I
we
can
really
edit it out.
are.
All right, you can't see any of my crap, which is good. Sorry, I said crap.
Crap, 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 crap.
All right.
Crap.
Loving it.
Crap,
All
crap.
right.
Mana, crap, crap, crap.
So,
And the other one that really gets me, I'm a natural psychic. I'm a naturally born psychic. That's another one. No, let's just call some bullshit on that one as well. We'll get that later, Bobby.
Well, it's got my talking points. I'll be
Right.
right back.
Do you want to pause? Just hit the pause. We're recording while we
When
stop
you
and
answer
see.
it. Oh, it's starting now.
It's starting. Okay. I
All
think
right.
it's resuming. Okay.
We're back. We'll have some good bloopers for you.
Yep.
It's got a little windy out here.
Yep, it got a little windy out here, and we had paper flying everywhere. It felt really good because it is really muggy out here.
It does feel good.
Okay, so we're going to start back with spiritual ego.